Hi everyone, so today I'm gonna react to BTS Blue and Grey, and this will be another reaction video to their new album called B, and I'm enjoying it so far. I haven't heard the songs in a particular order, yeah, but anyways, we will just listen to this one. So as a musician, I will react a bit differently. I will try to listen to the instruments they use in the song, and which kind of effects are being used on the vocals, for example, so hopefully we can learn a bit today. But yeah, let's listen to Blue and Grey. Very nice sound. Wait, isn't that the same melody as... Isn't that the same melody as in the one called Telepathy? Because I heard that one before this one. Well, anyways, I think that's more or less the same melody, but that's a really nice sounding guitar. I think it was a... well, I don't know if it was a normal guitar or maybe a Spanish guitar, like classical guitar, because the strings didn't sound so high pitched. Could be that they just EQ'd some of it out, but didn't sound like a normal guitar, let's say. But it sounded really cool. It could also be in a traditional instrument as it was in Black Swan. But yeah, it sounds really good, so let's continue. Because I'm blue and gray. Okay. Sugar. Very cool the way they first used the drum kit to slowly build up, so they didn't go full on the snare drum. So they kicked that in or introduced it a bit later, like now. So it's probably gonna charge up slowly, but it does seem like it's like a bit of an acoustic track. So let's see. That must be a cello or something on the left side. Sounds really cool. There's some kind of... I think the cello and this is some kind of violin. I think it's not actually a cello and violin, but maybe an electric piano who's imitating those, because it sounds very much like it, but still not really. But it sounds really cool, and that like doom doom sounded like a heartbeat, basically going into the pre-chorus, I guess this is, and now the chorus will come. So let's see. If that sound there, like boom boom. It's like a heartbeat, isn't it? Very beautiful. Now a piano as well. I think that's J-Hope. So it's not. It is a kind of acoustic track, but it's more like low paced, I guess, and a bit more like a ballad, I guess. But it sounds really really good the way they use the instruments, and maybe it was a real cello and violin, but sounded very interesting, anyways. So yeah, but Jimin's voice for a song like this is just perfect, really. Such a gentle voice, and I really like the sound of it so far. Like, not too many electronic instruments, and from what it seems at least, So I kind of like that. I like when they use more real instruments and raw instruments. I say that just as the hi-hat kicks in, like like the electronic hi-hat, but anyways, it's cool. And now this, every time this snare hits, it like goes out with a reverb, like fills the room, like goes out on the left and right side. So that's really nicely made. I just wanna be happy and it's only very nice falsetto. And now they used this little trick again that I mentioned in many other videos, that they kind of do like this with the instruments, so it sounds, you know, muffled, and it's a technique that you can then clear it out again if you want to, and then it sounds louder, basically, because higher frequencies seem louder to us. Now they did it, so now it's clear again. That's a nice drum snare reverb, like really. Okay, so that was a really, really cool song, very beautifully made. I noticed at the ending there, his voice, every time he sang, it seemed like there was a lot of noise on his vocals. I don't know if I don't think the recording was bad, so it must be intentional that they put a lot of noise on it, because it disappeared as soon as he didn't sing. Only when he was, you know, hearable, then there was some kind of noise as well. I think it is a technique, because I believe that John Lennon, the mixer who did his voice, would put a crowd, like a screaming crowd, cheering crowd, would put like underneath his vocals, so every time he sang there was something underneath, so it sounded special. And you cannot hear it, not really. I couldn't, at least when I tried last time. But that's a technique also from production behind the song. So it could be that's why it sounded a bit noisy, but I just noticed it also early in the song. But yeah, so but that's also the thing. It could be a bad recording, because when you stand very close to the microphone and you sing very gently, then of course the noise will be picked up by the microphone. But I would assume that they are in a soundproof room, so that shouldn't be the case. Anyways, so I believe that it's the John Lennon kind of case. So that was a really cool song, nice slowed down vibe, really cool, really beautifully made. So yeah, that's been my reaction to Blue and Grey. And if you have other suggestions or to bands or songs, then leave them in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you for the next video. Bye.